I was on the Tamron Hall Show. And let me tell you how I got there. Are you ready? Let's talk about it.
We are meeting some of the greatest children's entertainers, educators. Parents Magazine calls our next guest the Beyonce of preschool education. Early childhood educator Monica J Sutton, or Miss Monica, as her students call her, is a staple in households like mine.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am going to share 3 reasons why I believe I was on the Tamron Hall Show. And these 3 reasons can really resonate with anyone across industries. If you're working towards something, a goal or whatever, right? And you really are waiting for that opportunity or any kind of opportunity to be seen, to be heard, to be able to share what you're doing, your work. Well, I want to share 3 reasons why I definitely know I was chosen to be on the Tamron Hall Show, and I'm so excited. I'm excited you're here, and I can't wait to share this story because, oh my goodness, it was so cool. Such a cool experience. But anyway, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Hello. Hello. And if you are returning, I'm so happy you're back. My name is Monica J Sutton, and I am an entrepreneur. Yes, I am. I'm a business owner, and I'm also the creator, host, and producer of a preschool show called Circle Time with Miss Monica.
It's Circle Time with Miss Monica,
which you can watch on YouTube, and you can also watch on Cadoodle TV and Happy Kids. Ow, we're making progress here. But here, over on this side of YouTube, I like to share my entrepreneurial adventures. I like to share things like going to the Tamron Hall Show and actually being on the stage and all of the fun and just the journey that I'm on. So thank you for being here and joining me on this journey. So let's talk about it. Let's get comfy. Can you believe I was on the Tamron Hall Show? I still to this day can't believe it. And this happened months ago. So I believe, let me make sure I get this right. I believe my episode aired in June. I believe it aired in June. I filmed it in May. And now I may, if I'm getting these dates wrong, then I'm just going to put it on the screen. But anywho, it was several months ago, but I've never slowed down to actually talk about the experience itself, how I ended up on the Tamron Hall Show. I never got a chance to just talk about it and share and share with the community, because it was a highlight. It was definitely a highlight of 2025 for me. It felt, wow. It was one of those things when you get the call, you're just like, really? Is this really real? Honestly, it's like I was shocked to get the call, but not shocked, right? I know I've done the work. I know I have created my show and all that I have done and accomplished on just YouTube alone. Let's just say on YouTube alone, I know I've done that for years, and I know I got it out the mud. I created this and have worked at this for such a long time. So in that respect, I know that this was deserving. But at the same time, it's still shocking, and it's still like, Tamron Hall's calling me? What? I mean, not literally calling me. Tamron Hall did not call me, but her producers did. So, I mean, let's just talk about, oh my goodness, I have to share that story with you. But anywho, I want to first start with the 3 reasons why I feel like I ended up on that show. I want to share some behind the scenes of me heading to the Tamron Hall Show, just getting ready to go on stage and just all of it. So let's talk about it. 3 reasons why I know I ended up on the Tamron Hall Show. Number 1 was I showed up in my space online as myself. I have been showing up as myself. I have been being myself. And I feel that is one of the number 1 reasons why I was on the Tamron Hall Show. So let's break that down. Showing up online as myself. Everything I do online, my businesses are online, my show is online. So pretty much my entrepreneurial adventures are heavily online. And when I showed up online as myself back in 2020, because I've been online sharing and blogging and vlogging and doing all of these things, being a content creator since 2009. However, in 2020 is when my show was birthed, Circle Time with Miss Monica. But in 2020, when the pandemic hit and I was teaching in the classroom and my school closed, my students, really still needed something that was consistent. They needed me. I decided to use my YouTube channel as my classroom. So I turned my YouTube channel into my classroom and I taught from there. And that is how I showed up online as myself, as the teacher, as Miss Monica, the teacher, the career I was doing for 18 years at that time, right? Longer now, but at that time it was 18 years I had been doing that career. And it's like, who knew that just showing up as a teacher and literally teaching exactly what I was teaching in my classroom and teaching exactly pretty much the way I was teaching my students in my physical classroom, doing that on YouTube, who knew that that would be the thing that exploded and took off and birthed my show, Circle Time with Miss Monica. So when I say I showed up as myself, that is what I mean. I showed up as myself. I created what I knew. I created what I was good at. I created what felt good to me. I really lived in my purpose, which I was doing every day in my career anyway. And I just took that to the next level, and showing up as Monica, showing up as myself is really what led me to the Tamron Hall Show. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have Circle Time with Miss Monica. If it wasn't for that, millions of children wouldn't have been watching my show or have watched my show. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have met thousands and over a million families and introduced my music and my teaching and my style of teaching and just me to the world. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't show up as myself. It wouldn't have happened the way it has happened if I didn't show up as myself. And I'm so excited. I think I'm speaking like 50 miles per minute because I'm excited to tell this story. But one thing that Tamron's producers did tell me was that she wanted me on the show. She asked for me to be a part of this show. I can't remember the exact name of this particular show, like the theme of the show, the segment, but it was pretty much centered around children's creators in entertainment or media, something to that effect. And Tamron Hall specifically asked for me, and I'm just like, why? Now, when I finally did meet her, she did let me know that her son used to watch when he was younger, her son Moses, he used to watch my show when he was younger and during the pandemic. And it's just like, wow. Once again, show up as yourself. Me showing up as myself is what really led to me creating Circle Time with Miss Monica. And if I didn't create it, Moses, Tamron's son, would never have watched my show, and Tamron Hall never would have found my show to even introduce it to her son. So I am so grateful for that. So thank you, Tamron. I mean, it's Tamron Hall. She is like an icon. She's an icon to me. So love that. Love that. Love it for me. Love it for her. Love it for everyone. So that was number one, showing up as yourself. Number two is be ready. Be ready. Be ready for any opportunity. Be ready for any call. Just be ready. That's number two. I really, really, really have to say that being ready when they call, you have to just go, because when they call, they don't give you much time to make a decision, and they don't give you much time to even prepare. Let's just keep it 100 because there wasn't a lot of time. I would say from the first call, which really was a text, not a call, but we'll talk about that. From the first call to actually ending up on the stage, all of that happened in I want to say like a week and a half's time. It was crazy. It was so scary. And it probably would have happened even in a week's time if some things didn't change and they had to push the date back. But they were like moving, and they were like, are you ready? Are you prepared? Can you do this? Are you available? Are you in the area? Because everything is filmed in New York City. Her studio's in New York City. And look, I'm from New York, so hey. But I live in New Jersey. Literally, if you're from New York, New Jersey, the tri-state area, you get it, right? I live in New Jersey, but literally I'm a 15-minute train ride into the city, into Manhattan. We call it the city. You just say the city and everybody knows what you're talking about. I mean, New York City. I mean, Manhattan specifically. Or I'm a 30-minute ride, 20 to 30-minute drive. So either way, am I ready? Yes, I'm always ready. I'm always ready. But being ready, and that's for anyone in any industry working on any goals, anything you're working towards, you just always have to be ready. And every business coach that I've had has always told me this. Even I grew up hearing this from my grandmother, from my mother, from my dad, like always just be ready, be ready, be ready. And what's the saying? Be ready so you don't have to get ready. Oh, you don't have to, wait. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. That's the saying. And it's the truth. It honestly is the truth, because being ready just means that you're flexible, you're ready to move at the drop of a dime. You are, you're ready for the opportunity, whatever it calls for. So for me, of course, I'm a teacher and I teach on my show. It's based around the classroom. It's based around preschool skills and teaching children preschool skills. And I also do this not only through your traditional way of teaching, but I also use a lot of music in my show. And so I sing to the kids a lot and I create songs, and that is a part of my show. So that also means being ready to sing my songs that I have. And let me just say this, when it came to the song choice, they asked me what I would like to sing because they wanted me to perform for the kids, because there were going to be kids in attendance and they wanted the kids to be there and be a part of the whole experience. And they said, you'll also have a time, like a few minutes, to be interviewed on the couch. And I'm like, the couch? The couch? The couch on Tamron Hall stage? Like the white couch? Oh, yes. I was interviewed on the couch, but literally that interview was like 2 minutes. That interview lasted like maybe 3 minutes tops. It was all about the kids. It was all about the performance. But let me tell you, the reason it only lasted that long is because the kids took over. They took over the whole interview. Before Tamron Hall could even ask me a question, before she can even open her mouth to say, "Hi, Miss Monica," the kids took over.
Here, first of all, congratulations, Miss Monica!
Everyone! Miss Monica.
Yes!
I have watched you on my web iPad.
Thank you for watching me on your iPad.
I saw you.
Thank you.
I saw you. I saw you. I saw you.
You did? And now I'm here in front of you.
I watched you on my daddy's.
And they were not, once I came out, they were telling me all about how they watched the show and they know me and hello and all the things. And it was so special. It was just perfect. It was perfect. And you can't write these things. You can't plan for these things. And it was just what it was supposed to be. And I just so grateful. I was so grateful, so touched, so moved in that moment. And wow. Still to this day, I'm just like, get chills. I was just so appreciative of that moment and the children and just the impact that my work and my content and my show has had on the lives of little ones means the world to me. Absolutely does. Hands down. I don't take any of it for granted. But yes, that interview was like, it was so quick. But I go back to the song. They asked me what I wanted to sing. But I have to be honest with you. I choose songs that are calm and easy and just, okay, let's sing about feelings, friends. All right, let's spell hello, Hello. If you know my song, that's how we spell hello. Hello. So those are the songs I really wanted to sing, one of those. And that's what I chose. And at first they would say, oh, great. And then they called back or emailed back and said, yeah, we're not going to go with those. They said there was a request for, you want to know a song? Wiggle Shake. Wiggle Shake.
You guys ready to do the wiggle shake?
Wiggle Shake. That is my most active, energetic, action-based song that I have. And it is super fast. It's like, wiggle, 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 jump, jump, jump. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Jump, jump, jump. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Shake, shake, shake. We're jumping, we're hopping, we're stomping, and we're sliding. And we're moving throughout the entire song. And it's just one of those songs where it's really not a lot of words. It's very repetitive, but there's a lot of jumping and moving. And I'm just like, oh no, you want me to sing that one? Although I know it was for the kids. And because it was for the kids, I knew it would be a fun song to sing or a fun song for them to dance to. But on national TV, I'm like, oh, I have to dance and sing like, what? So be ready, right? Be ready. I was nervous, but I did it. And of course, you know, when you look back at these things or after you're done and after you go through the whole process and you experience it, you're like, oh, I should have did this. Oh, I should have did that. And I did start saying that at first, but you know what? I said, who even cares? Did the kids have fun? Was the audience smiling and clapping and dancing? Was Tamron Hall happy? Was I happy? Yes. And that is all that matters. And it was an experience that, in a memory, I will never, ever, 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 ever forget. It was my first national television debut. There's that. There's that. I did it already. It's over. Done. Check. Yes. I'm officially a part of the Tam fam. What does it say? Tam fam. We've already gone over number 1, show up as yourself. Number 2, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So be ready for those opportunities. And number 3, the last thing, and of course there are probably so many other points, but number 3, these are my top 3. Number 3 is to put action towards your goals. You have to put action towards your goals. Whatever your goals are, whatever your purpose is in life, whether you're still on your journey following your purpose and developing what your purpose is, because I feel like you're always on a journey to discover your purpose. And I feel like it changes over time, but that's another topic for another video. But number 3 is to put action towards your goals. You have to. Because if you don't put action towards it, you won't create, you won't be out there developing, you won't be growing, you won't be in the process. And while being in the process, someone just may find you. Someone may just call for an opportunity. Someone may say, hey, you want to be on the Tamron Hall Show? Hey, you want to be in this magazine? Hey, you want to be on this event stage? Hey, you want this opportunity? Hey, whatever the opportunity is. But they can't call you. They can't offer an opportunity. You can't get the opportunity if you're not putting action towards your goals and whatever it is you're supposed to be doing in this world. I mean, those are the top 3 reasons why I feel I was on the Tamron Hall Show, because I have put action towards my goals. I show up and I show out. Okay. I show up as myself. And I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Hey, and I really, really feel like those 3 tips are definitely relatable, and they cross over into so many, if not every industry and into life in general. And those are the top 3 reasons why I feel like I was on the Tamron Hall Show. And of course, I would probably say the bonus reason, which is actually the number 1 reason, the real number 1 reason is because Tamron Hall wanted me there. She wanted me there.
I shine hotter than the stars in the night, though. Hate the who's, don't give me a title.
Parents Magazine calls our next guest the Beyonce of preschool education. Early childhood educator Monica J Sutton, or Miss Monica, as her students call her, is a staple in households like mine.
I need something way more than viral. I need something way more than viral.
Day to all the amazing dads out there.
Be careful not to get too close, I might just go.
In 2020, she started her YouTube show, Circle Time with Miss Monica, during the pandemic, and it has become a huge success. It's grown to over 1 million kids learning basic preschool lessons.
I need her right now. Might just go boom.
Okay, going into rehearsal.
Can you say, Miss Monica, come on out? Miss Monica, come on out.
Now let's talk about how they called. How did I get the call? How did I get the email? What was it, right? Let's really talk about it because this is kind of funny. Honestly, I got a text message first. A text message, right? Now, to be fair, the producers were trying to contact me in a different way, but for some reason, I didn't get the message, the email that they said they had emailed, and we got it later on and figured out, oh man, something had happened. I don't know how I missed it, but because I didn't answer the email and they had a quick turnaround, they really needed to answer quickly. They didn't wait for me or my team to answer the email. So they somehow, I don't know, because they are good, they texted me personally. And it was so funny because I was like, hi, I'm so-and-so, and I'm a producer at the Tamron Hall Show, and we have an opportunity we'd love to talk to you about. Or I don't even remember if I should go back and try to find that text, but I can't remember if she said she was from the Tamron Hall Show. I'm pretty sure she did. She didn't just say a talk show. She did say Tamron Hall Show. And, you know, you get that type of text message, and you're like, who? You're from where? Like, who? Is this a scam? Is this for real? Are you for real? Who are you? I showed my husband, I called my assistant. I was just like, what do you guys think? Is this real? I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just go with it. So I answered it, and then I gave my email or my assistant's email, and I said, email her, and she did. And they connected, they spoke on the phone, and everything from there. It just all trickled down from there, and everything was set up. And like I said, I was there on the stage, coming out of those doors. Besides meeting Tamron Hall, the number one highlight of being on the show, actually being on the show, was coming out of those doors.
Can you say, Miss Monica, come on out? Miss Monica, come on out.
Coming out of those doors, seeing Tamron, so like her face, she was so excited and happy, and then seeing the kids, it's like, hi kids, oh my goodness, like that was the highlight. The doors opening, coming out, I'm clapping and waving, and I see the audience, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, they're all so excited and so supportive. And then Tamron's like, hi, Miss Monica's here. And then the kids are excited, and you can see some of those kids were just like, oh. I love it. You can't make this up. You cannot plan for these things. You can't write it. That was truly the highlight. I mean, the whole thing was a highlight, but that was so much fun and such a big part of the show, coming out and just seeing Tamron, seeing the kids, seeing the audience, and just coming out those doors, man. I just felt so like, I did that. That's how I felt, like I did that. Yes. And so everyone, that is how I made it on the Tamron Hall Show. Thank you all for sharing in this experience with me. Thanks for sitting and being a part of this conversation with me. I'm appreciative that you're here, that you spend time with me, that you are on this channel, and I hope that you subscribe, hit that notification button, because there will be more stories, more adventures, and more time for us to chat on this channel. So come back, please. I'm inviting you back. Let's have another conversation really soon. Again, don't forget, subscribe, hit that notification button or bell so you won't miss out on my next video. And if you have any questions for me about being on the Tamron Hall Show or what I experienced, like put them in the description, not the description, in the comment section below. Drop your questions, drop your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think, and I'll chat with you all soon. Bye. Stomp, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Stomp, stomp, stomp.